Innovative.
Innovative comedy.
I'm Cool Ass Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and today I'm here with the homies, and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Yay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That being said, make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. Who I got to build with me today?
What's good? It's Tony Grams. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. And shit, I'll follow you back. We in here today, innovative comedy, innovative culture. We got some guests in here. Let them introduce themselves. Who we got in the building?
Man, Skitso, man. Rapper from LA.
That's right.
You know, just representing the hometown.
And who else we got in here?
It's your boy, man, TB, a.k.a. the business, man.
The business.
Man.
Yeah.
The business, man.
So we getting it going. It's been like a quick week. I don't know, these weeks been kind of like flying by real quick. Just getting it, I don't know. It's like the comedy shit has just been, as far as like news, been kind of watered down, I feel. So it's like I just talk about everything or just whatever. Did y'all watch the Final Four, the NCAA? Mm-hmm. Or did you at least know about it? Because I didn't watch it. It was on at the bar with the girls.
Yeah.
I knew what was going on, but I didn't watch it. But you talking about that girl who...
Yeah, and they got all in their feelings.
Yeah. I mean, they got old girl on the like a live stream. Mm-hmm. Old girl Clark from Iowa.
Yeah.
The one who was dropping 40
Yeah.
40 pieces on bitches. Then she was like, she was like, I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying,
Tripping.
even take that personal. She was like,
she was doing it to people.
What she was supposed to.
She was doing it to people all season. And
but
shit.
it's all good though.
That's the weird one. That's tripping.
Hey, that's the nature of the game. You feel me? She wasn't mad at it.
But it was it was just everyone else's reaction.
I'm sure at the moment she was hot. You feel me? Who wouldn't be?
But she was like, she low-key didn't even show emotion at the moment. It was just everybody else was like, that's so close. Like Keith Olbermann. You remember Keith Olbermann? He was an old sports analyst. He was like, she's a fucking idiot. And like, you talking about like, then the other nigga called her a classless piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, nigga.
That white girl.
It's just like, so, and then Joe Biden trying to like, let's invite both teams. Like, when the losers ever get invited to the White House?
Just because she did that, like, that shit crazy.
But then he rescinded it like yesterday, like, it's okay. Like, we just want LSU to come. Like, nigga, when has a losing team in any sport ever been invited to the White House? Unless your plane blew up or some crazy shit.
Right.
Like, that's just weird.
Tragedy.
Yeah, you don't just get to go because y'all were the losers and your feelings is hurt. That's like some, I don't know. That's
some sucker shit. Ain't no point to go to the White House no more.
Yeah, that's the same shit. Like, everybody get trophies.
Yeah.
Everybody get participation trophies and shit just for showing up.
Just to feel good.
Like, why his trophy the same size as mine?
How many trophies you got in your lifetime, Tony?
Like, probably like 4 to 5. But like, I got like little gold medal ribbons and.
What was they for though?
Like dash 100-yard, like long jumps and. Cause like I used to do little shit like in like junior
track
high.
and field.
Yeah, track and field shit.
Yeah. So
like I had a few, like I had about 4 or 5, and then like just I did shit. It was like
my biggest trophy, bro. I was the 7th grade district spelling bee champion.
Oh, that's hard, bro.
This nigga's a real nerd.
Wow, that's hard.
I had like a
I
big
ain't never met nobody that want to. That's hard.
This nigga
That's
held
tight.
it up like. You hold it up like that when you got it?
Ask me to spell some shit now, though.
Bro, what was...
Colossal. Nigga, like...
Pause.
These niggas stupid.
Hello.
Spell restaurant.
Damn.
Nigga, that's always...
I would know that one for sure because I worked in a couple of them motherfuckers. I'm a no restaurant on top. Anything in the kitchen
Patrice O'Neal had a joke.
Burger.
Man, that's the first thing I thought of when I said it too.
You spell it.
No, I ain't even about to try, nigga.
I'll spell it. I'll try
Columbus,
to spell it.
nigga
I'm not
gonna
even
spell
mad.
Columbia.
I'm not even mad if I don't get it right.
Hey, Patrice O'Neal had a joke about that. He was like, nigga, it's one word. He was like, nigga, if a nigga had a gun pointed to my mother's head, it was like, nigga, you spell colossal right now, kill this bitch. Shit. He was like, I'd be like, C, O, L. He was like, I'm sorry, mama. I'm sorry. I think it's just like, that's one of the funniest, but it's like, you never think of certain words. You ain't got to use colossal in a sentence.
Shit,
like, just like I said, like ingenuity.
But you can.
You ain't got to use ingenuity in a sentence, nigga. Nobody do.
Like when do you ever describe something and describe it as colossal? Like, well,
like her ass was just colossal. Like surfer white boys do shit like that.
Yeah. It was like colossal,
the ones that say gnarly.
That wave was colossal, bro. I had to climb it. That wave was vicious and gnarly, bro. Like, all right, I can see that, but
I was gnarly on my Harley.
Wow, I don't think that goes.
It got gnarly on my Harley, bro.
That sounds like a
weird
ride.
That sounds like something they would really say.
It sound like you got an accident.
Sound like something a biker would say.
Like a gay biker.
Sound like
that sounds like a nigga. He wear chaps with nothing else, no jeans.
Why it got to be a gay biker? It can't be a biker that just got in an accident.
That nigga dressed like Shawn Michaels.
If Ken Kniff was a biker,
pretty much.
It got gnarly on my Harley. King. Is that what it sounds like?
Connecticut.
From Connecticut. Like, that nigga's a freak.
Yeah, shit.
Nigga, don't nobody to this day know what he look like, but we all like he a creep. Nigga. If somebody see the weird nigga, be like, that's King Kennedy. You be like, that's that nigga. I knew it was.
Bathroom.
Nigga was just hanging out. Exactly. Like, on just texting.
Under the little divider and looking at your ass.
Just sliding his phone under the wall.
Man.
Like, what the fuck? That's funny. Yeah, so, yeah, I was just going through other little stories and shit, but like that little basketball shit was one. And then it was killing me too. Everybody was calling it the John Cena. And then it was a debate with that. And people were like, nigga, that's the Tony Yayo.
Exactly. Tony Yayo. Go back to
and
the
they were like,
person.
No, John Cena created it. And they're like, bro, even Cena acknowledged that he got it from his brother who was always doing the Yayo dance. And he was like, I'm going to do it on TV this week. And he did it and it just stuck. So he's always acknowledged. So he did shit with G-Unit, like when they was both at their low height. So but it is funny how they always take something from like a black person and just apply it to
some shit. Yeah.
So they did that shit, and they had fucking.
But a white girl could get away with it though.
Exactly.
That shit's weak.
Like you ain't even got no rings on doing it. Like you know, be like a 2-finger on or something. But then what else? I seen like some. What is that shit? The Monique. You see that, like Monique, I guess, got it there. Somebody said something about her new comedy special, which I haven't seen.
They said that she's not Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Which is like nobody's Dave Chappelle.
So what was her response?
She was just like, I seen she had a response, but I never really watched it because it's like,
So you only care to hear one side of the story.
I didn't even hear that. I just heard the quote. So that's not one side of the story because I don't have to side with it. But I can understand nobody's Dave Chappelle. And I'm not even like a major Monique fan. But I just know that's kind of like, to put that, you're not Dave Chappelle. Unless she's just doing.
How you know Monique don't got like a whole fan club that's probably like going to get upset when they see this clip?
They can kiss my ass.
Man, Monique is not Dave Chappelle.
At all. She ain't Corey Holcomb.
And Dave Chappelle is not Monique. Bro.
She ain't D.L. Hughley.
Why is
even
there,
she talking about
I like her role in BMF.
Because they not each other.
Yeah, she did good in BMF.
I'm saying why
fucked with that.
Why was there?
She was better than that other chick.
Why was that even a
right? Why were they even mentioned in the same sentence?
I don't know if it's from the special,
from the Netflix.
And I guess maybe the style of comedy she was doing. Maybe she was trying to do some political.
Who said that though again?
Just like, I guess some critics and
they was damn show Skippy.
In that, I don't know. But then when she compared herself. When she couldn't get the Netflix money, the first time she was like, "Oh, they gave Dave Chappelle this much." They gave.
That's because Dave Chappelle
she was like, "They're racist and
sexist,"
but they gave Amy Schumer like $20 million. They gave Dave Chappelle.
Dave
like
Chappelle
80.
is funny as fuck.
They gave Eddie Murphy like 40.
If I had to,
60, and gave Tracy Morgan. So it's like,
Tony, if I had to
you
choose,
think they judging how much they make and all of that off of how funny they are,
off of
how much of a draw they are?
That too. I feel that's in any business.
I just want to buy a show of hands. Buy a show of hands, bro. Like if you had only the two to watch, right? You had Monique and then you had Dave Chappelle. Which one would you rather watch? Like,
not even an option.
I mean, Dave Chappelle or Monique?
How did I end up?
Said by a show of hands.
Monique want to watch Dave Chappelle.
All in favor of Monique. All in favor of Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. She like, I'm gonna take these shoes off. Watch this shit.
My nigga,
you know what I'm saying?
Watching what she got Precious cooking.
I mean, come on, bro. That's a no-brainer. I'm gonna go with Dave Chappelle all the time. Every time.
But didn't Monique get like blackballed for a little bit?
But it's because she did like the same shit she been doing the last year.
I didn't say that she ain't funny though.
I mean,
but I'm saying that could have brought her value.
But because she went hard at like all the top like gatekeeper black people.
Yeah, so that's for
she
sure.
went hard at Oprah. You went hard at Oprah. You went hard at Tyler Perry, and you went hard at the gay dude Lee Daniels. And they were like all the black gatekeepers of like the black movies, and it was like, and then she was like, "Fuck, I'll beat your ass," talking to Oprah, because Oprah interviewed like her sister or something, her family, and she was, "I'll beat your ass," and wigged out. And then it was like Tyler Perry. She just kind of always had shady shit to say about even people I don't really fuck with them, but. Like you said, that's gonna get you fucked off, and you trying to succeed in the industry.
Don't complain.
You ain't gotta work with him. Just why you gotta talk shit. And then she tried to do the same shit with D.L. Hughley, and that's what fucked her up.
I think that'd be a problem with a lot of people, not just in the entertainment industry. Shit, you get further in life, nigga, if you just worried about your own.
Exactly.
Shit. Right. And you don't even gotta speak down on other shit. If you could look at it, you could look at something and be like.
You don't gotta comment
that's not me, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm good.
But I can stay in my lane. You feel me? I ain't even gotta speak on that. That's what they doing over there. That's what we doing. We gotta stay over here. Like
that's real shit.
I'm just saying, like, why is it even a big deal?
Because it's like it's something to talk about, but it's something. I feel like she just go at certain people because she knows it's
a lot of people's problem though.
And then like when 50 went at her.
Anybody else in the industry, like in the comedy field, that does that you feel like they took shots at somebody and you know it didn't go out their way?
It seemed like it's always a lot of
or
weird.
Or Rodney would say,
it didn't go your way.
It might not go your way.
It might not go your way. No, it's what it is. It's a lot of like weird niggas in comedy, and a lot of like, or just weird niggas period, and all kind of everything. But I don't know. It's like.
It's politics.
Yeah, it's just like some politics shit, and then motherfuckers just be, they try to like,
that's like
they try to pump. Okay, like when Dave Chappelle came out with his last specials, like
because they have shit to talk about, so they can have something to talk
what's
about.
The little weird
it's all
nigga?
Clout.
What's the little weird nigga? Gerard Carmichael.
That by Fred is this is by Fred is what we call clout chasing.
That dude, me neither. That's why I'm like I don't even know his first name. But I know they kind of made him like he's this new like dope white or up and coming black comic that white people like. Mm-hmm. And so it's like I can't judge someone's comedy and be like, oh, they trash.
Right.
It's just like whatever to me. I don't. Yeah. And he did the shit. And it was like he always seems like he had something shitty to say, or like he was super coming out trying to like cape for the LBGTQ because I guess he came out as gay too after he kind of blew up, and then he came out like trying to cape because then shitting on Dave Chappelle's like special, and it's like bro, you like to try to like not like you ain't got an opinion, but just to be like you trying to like get in the graces of Hollywood, the good graces, by trying to badmouth Dave Chappelle, and you ain't even.
I mean, I understand that like but it's like at what point? At what point is the talking shit? Like it all depends on what you say, right?
Yeah.
You know, because like McDonald's go at Burger King all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's some healthy competition to knock down and get your views up, but it all depends on like beating somebody ass and some.
Okay, that's
like,
a perfect sense.
Right, exactly.
But that's a perfect thing. Like when it's too much.
That's
like
taking
okay,
it too far.
Like the Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett shit. Now that's somebody you kept talking shit about.
Then again, I guess it depends on the way they went about getting those interviews from her people. So like, I guess it depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she did it behind her back, like, you know.
But that's somebody like Chris Rock kept Jada Pinkett's name in his mouth, kept talking shit till he got smacked. And it's like the same shit. You just kind of kept picking it into where you talking shit.
Like out of all the people that's supposed to do it, it's like Will.
He did. It was like to me, and it was like she ain't had no public. Even since then, she ain't like fuck that bitch ass nigga. She just never had a moment to where she was going in on that.
She probably never publicized that,
but it's
probably
still
been talked about on the low.
But it's just the fact that he's publicly went in on this motherfucker since 2016.
I don't think that
like
was
he kept Jada's name and she never badmouthed this nigga.
They was telling him he had to quit the Oscars.
Well, they was just saying she was just like, well, I wouldn't do it, and all the other black, and it was like, okay, yeah, you can host, but she wasn't like going in on the nigga because he kept hosting. You see, I remember she did say that, but that's all she said about him. She wasn't like he a coon because he kept doing it. Then it would be like she all out, take her out.
I feel that.
She just, they asked her, she gave her opinion and moved on, never talked about that nigga. And ever since that, she's been a bitch. That bald-headed hoe, that bitch, she fucking this nigga.
I thought that was just now.
That was since 2016. He did a monologue
like that?
He did a monologue on her movies being whack and some other shit in her in 2016 when he hosted.
I didn't know
so
that
even when he hosted that year, he kind of was going in on her, but they just wasn't there because they was boycotting.
Damn.
And then the next year, he said something in like an interview. Then it's just like he kind of kept.
So he deserved it.
I feel like
he deserved it.
And it's
so
like, but as a comedian, I feel like he did what he's supposed to do. Is he got material? So half and half. I'm like, as just a regular man, I'm like, he deserved to get the shit smacked out of him. You've been kind of badgering this motherfucker
they
for
did
last.
That shit behind the scenes though.
And then he'd just beat his ass up. Like,
he could have waited until after the ceremony.
Let's go body.
Been like, listen here, player. Like, let me holler at you on the side real quick. Let me just let's box.
Pull that nigga into the dressing room.
He could have did whatever he did.
Pull that nigga into a dressing room and backslap.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth, bro. And I decided to do this off camera. Like, nigga, this. Yeah, you feel me? It could have been handled better because he lost a lot of.
Hey, look.
He lost a lot from that.
Check this out. If you Chris Rock, right? Are you gonna take a meeting with Will Smith
in a closed room?
In a closed room, 1-on-1, after saying what you said
for like 6
publicly
years. For the last 7 years.
If I was Chris Rock, I probably would.
That nigga had
for
knocked
7 years.
That nigga.
He just hit him with a round.
Will Smith
that nigga didn't expect that shit. He didn't expect that, man.
He was like,
he didn't expect it because he thought that he Chris Rock.
Like
I can say whatever the fuck I want to say.
And to keep it real, I don't even think Will expected that at the moment.
He went up there with the technique.
He was hot.
He
was laughing at first.
Yeah, and then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna really go up here and slap this nigga. Like it snapped. Like,
but
you feel me?
He did have a bad year though. He had to make.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
They've been going in.
All
on
of
that
this
nigga.
happened because
your wife
of that,
fucking another nigga. Your kids is weird. You gay. They
that
said
shit
all
been
this
going,
shit.
nigga. That
but
shit
no,
been
it's
going
like,
on.
but it just seemed like it was like every month they kept bringing something up with just him, and he was just kind of smiling, and he was just kind of thriving through that shit. And then it just was like, all right, we in a room full of white people, and you still talking shit, ha ha ha, and nigga, whack. Nigga, it's just
man, that shit just bring his status all the way down though.
Would you ever sock a rapper off the stage?
That shit was funny though.
If a rapper you had beef with or said some funny shit, would you ever just sock a rapper off stage and just put 5 heartbeats to nigga? Just push the nigga off. You would just wait till he get off stage and
or
then
do niggas turn into battle rappers?
Man, honestly, bro, that shit ain't even that serious.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm too old.
At this point, that's
I don't
shit.
give a fuck, bro.
Niggas just be waiting on the side of the stage like. Nigga putting on brownies.
See, and the other thing is,
it depends, I guess.
If it in there, then that would be one thing. But the shit don't in there, bro.
People get into it at shows and
it depends.
For years, and it wasn't even no. It's been like hip hop shit to where niggas just threw niggas off stage on some hip hop shit. Fucking KRS-One. I mean, when PM Don, PM Don was like they were like a hippie, or like they was like they had the little red rose colored glasses and dancing around with flowers and dashikis.
Did they have a guitar?
They probably did. Niggas probably had wind chimes and shit, but them niggas was like they had hits.
This nigga said wind chimes.
Them niggas had a xylophone, but them niggas had hits. But they were like some kind of like some shit like you serious like the white kids we dancing to at the concert. And they had a show, I don't know what award show, and KRS-One and his whole like crew like came up on stage. I was like, get the fuck out of here, just pushed them niggas off stage. And just start like getting off like, nigga, this real hip hop. Like,
what?
Fuck it. That shit's like on YouTube. KRS-One pushed it. That nigga like pushed PM Don and them niggas off stage. And just was like, fuck it, nigga, this our shit. This is real hip hop.
Do you think it was real though? Or
yeah, because that was, back then wasn't no like, one, it wasn't even no media outlets for you to kind of, I mean, and not that it wasn't media outlets, but media just wasn't what it is now, to where you do something and within 40 seconds of posting it.
Social media.
Yeah, exactly. So this is like, this niggas in the club just gonna see it. They not.
It wasn't as instant.
And them niggas went away after that. PM Don just kind of faded away after that and was never really heard from. And like, cause that shit, that hippie era, I forgot what they called it, the flower something, but that whole era, it was like De La Soul, PM Don, Brand Nubian, Tribe Called Quest. They were all part of that style of like
Mos Def type shit.
Yeah, like just
but
like
before Mos Def got to like vibrant things.
Yeah, or Q-Tip.
Q-Tip.
So like all that shit. So they were part of that. They were like a lot like hippier though. Like Tribe Called Quest was still
Jurassic 5 and shit.
Yeah, not even that like not even that like kind of street hood. And they ain't even street hood, but you could tell they from the same areas.
Yeah.
And they were like just some. Like you would see these niggas like, oh, you go to like somebody take you somewhere and you be like, man, that's all white people here, and you get there and they'd be the other niggas. Put it like that.
Damn.
That's that type
I'm
of.
gonna play this song.
Yeah, they had some, and it was a banger though.
I'm gonna play this song.
Yeah. So the Vaqueros one like tossed them niggas on stage.
That
like,
shit's crazy.
Nigga, this real hip hop type shit. Like
that shit's crazy.
You can pull shit like that back in the day and wasn't no like you getting canceled or they too sensitive to take it. The niggas just was like fuck it and left. Like we ain't. That shit was crazy.
Like, that's how they used to get down at the clubs.
I mean,
there's no way
wasn't
that
gonna be
shit
no
could just
fights.
happen and nobody
like,
not
what's up,
doing
man?
Man, they used to have like niggas will pour shit like beer Heineken's on the DJ equipment if your shit was whack back in the
Remember
day.
that nigga said
throw
the
bottles at
entertainer,
you
bro?
and shit. Like you ever see them old movies where niggas is performing in the club and they got a gate around them? It's like it's movie and it's real life shit. And like motherfuckers will be performing, the bands, the groups. And they literally, it's like a cage around the stage because motherfuckers just throw bottles if they don't like the shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, that's some real shit. Like,
Here you go. PM Don.
they was the original black hippies.
This was 91.
Yeah, I was like, nigga, like 9. I was like 10 or something when this shit came out. Kara as well was probably watching this shit, socking the wall.
Make a difference, Fatu. Make a difference, Fatu.
That's weird as fuck.
You remember that shit?
I never really watched this whole video either. Yeah, that's the nigga. He pushed the big nigga off stage.
We don't want to get like
Flagged.
but I like that song.
Me too.
But
Didn't
KRS-One
Lloyd
wasn't
do
fucking
that?
with it.
Yeah, he just wasn't fucking with that type of hip hop. He always felt he was like a gatekeeper of real hip hop, and he could have.
Okay. So let's talk about his fucking battle with Nelly then.
That wasn't no fucking.
Let's talk about that.
That shit was a joke, bro.
I never seen that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, we on the same page.
That shit.
So Nelly had a single, right, called Number One.
Yeah, off top.
That was a
And-
KRS-One diss. The whole record, he's
Oh,
fucking
wow.
dissing KRS-One.
KRS-One made like,
Every bar, he's taking shots at that nigga.
Did KRS-One have a version of?
And what does it take to be?
That was the Nelly song. But
Yeah.
if you
That
listen
shit
to the
was- that
verses,
shit was
listen
trash,
to the
bro.
lyrics.
It wasn't even because
in
I
the
thought
verse.
because it was.
I was on Nellyville, right?
No, that was it Nellyville? Because Country Grammar was. I think it was on Nellyville.
It was the third album.
Was it? I thought it was the second.
It was the first single from the third album, I believe.
And I just thought it was whack because it was like that guitar rock shit. And I thought so. It was like whack for that for me. And then on top of like, okay, you trying to diss KRS-One with like this shit? That's you lose like an extra 500
Nellyville
points.
was the second album, and that shit had the shit with Kelly Rowland.
Did KRS?
Yeah, I didn't fuck with that.
It was the third album.
Did
I just didn't fuck with a lot of
Did
his shit.
KRS
right
shoot
there.
back?
Yeah, you like,
Yeah, but
it was just some underground shit
Hold
to
on,
where
was
his
it a
fans
battle?
is like
They
a
battled
bottle.
face to face, or
Nah,
Right,
Nah,
bro.
records.
nah.
You know your shit, bro. That's crazy. It was really the third album.
What does it take to be?
I be wanting to go on
number one?
like game shows and
was not a
shit.
winner.
Damn, I could
Remember.
remember facts, bro.
That's hard. That's hard.
That shit was a joke.
I know because
Like, that was your favorite album?
I didn't buy that one. I'm sorry,
You
Nelly.
snatched it.
Nah, I just downloaded it.
blind
By
wired that
that
shit?
time, niggas had Napster. and
Nigga had
LimeWire and
Nero,
shit.
Bear
we had all
Share.
nigga was burning shit.
Nigga was on
You
Bear
know?
Share.
I was making CDs for other niggas.
Same.
Morpheus and shit.
Yeah, all them fucking.
Bear
like,
Share.
nigga, like,
All the fucking.
Nero. I was on that motherfucker a lot.
Leroy.
Leroy.
I remember the days of dial-up internet trying to download music.
Shit, AOL and shit.
It's
The
taking
guest
hours
list has been
to download them
compiled.
motherfuckers.
Tearing the goddamn dial
So
speaker
that
out the
you
damn
live in
out
style.
the dial tone out the
Niggas
speaker and
too.
shit.
Yeah, other than that, what y'all think about the Donald Trump indictment?
I don't give a fuck. About
Yeah, I don't. This is shit. Like we don't give a fuck about it, but it's like.
But they didn't take his mugshot, right?
I don't know. They didn't cuff him. He wasn't. He never got cuffed.
And he didn't do no mugshot.
Yeah, so that's probably it. But he got he facing 34 charges, and they facing 120 something years. So
I heard they made Stormy Daniels pay
the hush
for the
money back
lawsuit. Yeah,
because she told.
yeah.
And then, but that's what people say. You can't.
Well, she lost the case or whatever against
Hey,
him.
bro,
They had
my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off, but that was definitely Nellyville, man.
It
Also, it was the
Nellyville?
second album.
It was.
That's what I knew. I wasn't tripping. I was like, because it felt like he was still
I knew
new.
I wasn't tripping either,
Nah,
man.
Like he seemed like he was still
Number
fresh.
one.
That's the only way.
But he had just so many hits on that
Yeah.
thing, like Air Force One and the Kelly Rowland shit.
I can't
so
even
much
listen
shit
to Air Force Ones no more, dude.
Hot
Nelly,
Hair.
I love you.
Yeah,
I
hot
can't
hair.
listen to all that shit.
It was
It's
too
like-
much stuff to
All
it.
of that was on Nellyville.
They put all of much budget into that nigga. He was trying to make sure Chingy never breathed. Nigga, never breathe again.
Stupid. Breathe again. Breathe again.
You like Jaquan
You
trying
didn't
to
like, you didn't like Chingy's album?
No, I fucked with Chingy over Nelly.
Hey,
I fucked with
didn't I
Chingy.
say something
And
about
DJ
what
Quick
did
did
he
a lot
say?
of Chingy shit too.
What song did you just say? Everybody in the club getting tipsy or something?
That was Jaquan.
Jaquan. Remember I said make it. Did I say make your career disappear? Just like what I
Make
say?
your career disappear
just
like Jaquan. You
Ah,
said that.
something
You
like
said
that.
that in the cipher. I think.
I think it was Jay. Something like that.
I like how a lot of those dudes had mega producers and nobody knew though. Like Daz was producing shit for Jaquan.
Cause he came out with
Like,
those 2 joints and that was it.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you never heard from him.
And then
no
supposedly
more.
he got kidnapped.
I told you, no, I watched a deep dive on him.
Yeah, I be
to
watching
where
that.
he was trying to do. Yeah, pause. I'm sorry.
Y'all niggas tripping.
They was talking about how he wanted to do party music. Like everybody in the club get tipsy. Like it wasn't no gangbanging in there, right?
Yeah.
But your album is called Hood Hop.
Yeah. And that's what J.O. had came out with Crip Hop like a year before, like a year and a half.
J.O.
before.
Felony.
But that's the label. The
Crip
label did that to him. The label was trying to make him into
J.O.
that image so they could sell records.
Right.
And he wasn't really trying to be a part of that.
He was just trying to do his own
He was
music.
just trying to make party music.
And that's
'cause he
usually the
like going to
reversal.
parties and shit.
Because there's a lot of niggas that don't. They be like, really, you should be making party music, and they be trying to do some banging shit, and just like it either end up in a bad situation or that shit just don't
But
work
the
out.
label
They
tried
flop.
to make him do the gangsta shit. The
you should be
banging
able to
shit.
do whatever
They tried to
fucking
make him do
music you
gangster
want.
shit.
And he didn't want to do that.
When you talking some
I thought-
crazy gangbang
I
shit.
didn't know that. I thought they
Nah,
wanted to do the
not like
opposite.
that. But if
That's
you
crazy.
mention some gangster
why would they
shit,
not
that's
do party
different.
songs?
You feel me?
Niggas tripping.
I think if you mention, there's a difference between mentioning some gangster shit and doing a whole record about
He
it.
went
you
from
feel me?
Tipsy to Hood Hop.
That shit's hilarious.
Like his second single was
Everybody
Hood
in the
Hop.
club getting tipsy.
Where you at? Oh, there. I'm over
But
here.
that
You know,
that
Yeah.
Hood Hop was pretty dope
That's
too.
what
though.
I'm
It's a neighborhood hood hop.
yeah, he was going in. So it's like, but it is like, I don't know. It felt like, it seems like,
I
And-
think that
and-
was more like because back in the day it was more like dancing and shit with the shit.
You gotta have a
feel me?
dance
It
with
was
your
like,
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, I don't think it was like a hood thing. Like,
But that's
that
what
was
they was
like
pushing
the
for.
106 in Park
Yeah.
era. Every song had to have a dance to it.
that's like,
The stanky leg.
I don't know, but I felt like that's one reason I stopped doing music. Not like, I stopped, but it was like, I'm like, the shit that was becoming like,
what the game is
like the
different.
shit was like the shit that like,
It's a
okay, people
transformation.
succeed doing. I was just like I'm cool. It's just like, all right, it's like if you rap and you can make music of all types.
But it's
no,
still
no,
people.
no, I'm
It's
not
still,
even gonna
people,
say that,
it's
bro.
still
Niggas is
people
doing
in the
shit.
industry that's really rapping.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
yeah,
It
yeah,
is.
because it's still
It is.
always a
It
market
is.
for everything.
Exactly.
But it
And I
just-
was just about to think like Tech Nine and shit. You don't
Yeah,
gotta
but he's
be-
like one of the
All
mega, he's a
independent,
fucking
put your
mega
own
star.
shit together.
Nigga, they get
Like,
bread
But
too.
he's independent.
Yeah.
Them niggas get bread too.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
We be doing the
Stop
fucking
music.
tours.
Everything
like,
in
but
house.
it wasn't.
Cash
It
out.
wasn't even. It was
Yeah.
just like.
Nigga, they distro.
It was a mix
they
of a bunch of shit.
distribution be cashing them out every fucking month. Nigga, now by now.
It was a mix of a
How
lot
many
of different
spins they
things.
get?
Where I just was like, I'm cool right now, and then I did a few features and shit after, but I was just looking at the shit. This was like, we had already went through the skinny jean era, and it was like, then it was like, okay, now niggas is wearing other shit and getting weird. And this is the shit, everybody kind of mimicking each other on
the
shit.
swag type.
It wasn't even that. It was like niggas is mimicking each other, and that's what succeeded. Niggas wasn't even original to like niggas is just acting like another nigga that's just doing weird shit, and that shit is what's hidden. Even if the shit slap, it can be dope, but most of the shit don't slap because it's like I can listen to this shit if I want to hear that. You see what I don't know? I just felt like
shout out to the producers, man, because it's a lot of records that's out here that I feel like the producers really saved the record.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because if the beat wasn't
engineer,
what it was, the producer and the engineer, if they wasn't doing what they was doing,
they helped your career, nigga, whoever you are.
A lot of that shit was not, you know.
Like, you know, if you can get in and just spit and you be like, you don't even need to mix it, you can just upload it. Like, okay, this nigga was getting off.
Yeah.
Opposed to like niggas be in there like, I need 2 more days with the verse. Like, damn, nigga, what the fuck are you constructing?
No, but sometimes, I mean, you know, niggas, if
it's effects,
it depend on which rapper you fucking with. Because if they really busy, then they might have something else to do. They might be doing another nigga feature.
So if a nigga send you like, a nigga sends you a beat or sends you a beat and he's like, hey, I'm getting off on this, Jared, put your verse to it. He sent you the beat. And then you put your verse to it, and then you like, all right, I'm done. He never sent the shit. Or you like, all right, you putting your verse to it.
Why your nigga charging you? Because if you gonna ask me to do something for you, then I'm gonna pay for the studio time too. Like, you feel me?
And then he just like, you ain't talked to the nigga in like 2-3 weeks. Would you like feel a certain way? That's what you have to push a nigga off stage then? Would you have to PM down a nigga at that point? Like, you see him when I finally see you? If you send me
in Too Short song, Get Off the Stage, Bitch. Is that what he was talking about?
He probably was. I gotta hear it again. Cause that was some big shit.
That incident, cause you know, Too Short, he's a storyteller.
Yeah, he probably was.
He probably looks at certain incidents, and then that's how he come up with his rhymes. You know.
He pushed the fat nigga right off the stage.
Man, that ain't my lane, man. I ain't pushing nobody off the stage.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, other than Little Mama, I would probably push Little Mama off the stage.
What was that? Akon? Did Akon throw somebody off the stage?
He John Cena the nigga off the stage.
Oh, did a nigga run on this stage?
You seen what Afro Man did to a bitch on the stage?
Oh yeah, Afro Man too.
Afro Man, you ever see that shit?
Out, somebody ran on his set though.
Nigga, she didn't even run. Like,
show that shit, Cam.
He was playing the guitar.
Show that shit, Cam.
And the white girl, like,
show him what Afro Man did
on some
to this
hippie
bitch.
shit. Just got up on the stage, and that nigga, she
cracked
walked
her
up
ass,
behind
bro.
him.
Hey, he cracked her like a nigga too.
With, like,
hey,
the
when I said he cracked her like a nigga,
damn,
her
he laid
feet
her out.
came off the motherfucking
Sandals
ground
to the sky.
Nigga. You hear me?
This nigga Dennis Edwards.
Like,
damn,
nigga Dennis Edwards' mouth
like,
all twisted up.
Oh shit!
Look at Dennis Edwards. That nigga Dennis Edwards' mouth all twisted up. He was off that cocaine.
He said,
that nigga mouth was Roman. He had Roman charges all on his face.
I said, is that nigga chewing gum?
He had no gun. He started to look.
Damn.
Go back. Run one more again.
Run it back one more time, man.
Simple as so. Hell yeah, that was a white girl.
He did like.
Bam! Oh!
That nigga hit her with the hand from
Hey,
God.
you know how niggas do the
He didn't know what the fuck that was. And then he just went back. She just got up on her man, so she's like, fuck,
look at the
bro.
nigga in the hat. He like, damn, did that just happen, bro? Like,
he like, what's up, bro? Like, that nigga from the hood. Like, he from South Central.
Damn, Afro man.
You know those
tips,
memes, you know those
sauce.
reels where the music is coming in and then the hit come in. That's what they need to do one like that with that.
Yeah, that's solid too. You know they ain't gonna monetize nothing with no little white lady getting the hand from God. Just they ain't
monetizing that shit no more.
Yeah.
Hell no.
A nigga with an afro.
Nigga, they're not monetizing that anymore,
afro,
right,
man.
Cam? They not monetizing. They not giving niggas
Well,
money for the
they
real
not
shit.
gonna just promote that. Put it like
Instagram.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
YouTube not doing it no more?
Nah, Instagram.
that. Yeah, Instagram like got funny with it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, all right.
Niggas start getting money and they always change the program.
Let's get into it. Niggas with the blue checks, right?
Well.
So they everybody now is available to purchase a blue check for $14.95, right, a month, and now with them doing that, they made so much money in one day. I forgot the statistic, but it's a number out there of how much they brought in one day. Yeah, for sure. To where they said, all right, this Reels money that we was giving y'all, that's going away. We'd rather y'all spend the money on a subscription because we gonna make more money off of that monthly.
I ain't paying for nothing on.
Well, you can't sell subscribers no more. They still got that platform, right?
What, selling subscribers?
Yeah, like on Instagram.
Or like buying subscribers?
Nah, like you can have like content.
Like whatever Reels you had, like you know how they was paying the Reels money, like you would get money for however many views a Reel would get or whatever. But they not paying that no more.
No, not that. But I'm saying like they got like a separate Instagram inside of your regular Instagram that you can have content that your followers could pay for if they want to subscribe to your content.
Yeah, the subscription
thing. That's
I didn't see no money for. I got like how many views you got to get to see anything?
You got to buy it.
Oh, okay.
You got to have a subscription.
Even before that. So it was always like that?
That's what the subscription is.
Yeah, because I was like, I had one that was like 100,000, almost 200,000 views, and another one that's like 38,000 views. So it's like, I didn't see shit off of that. So I'm like, hey, where my money order? I don't even want a check. I want a money order.
You going to get a fucking cashier's check, nigga. With your government name, and that's if you put your government name into your shit.
Oh, wow.
And if it's not there, it's gonna come with your alias, and you're not gonna be able to cash that bitch.
Wow, that's wild.
That's why
he gonna have to create a business.
All the loopholes.
He gonna have
that's
to
why
create
niggas who got the blue
aid.
check, right? They got their real name, the government name, and the shit. So when they send the check.
Cut the check.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna have to create a business in the bank account.
With the real ID and shit.
You're gonna have to create a business in the bank account, nigga, just to get your motherfucking
Tony Grams and company.
Just a couple gems, little game for y'all real quick.
Hey, he dropping jewels.
You just know shit like that shit crazy.
And it's like, but it seems like
never thought about that.
But they've been tightening up all the guidelines and the algorithm shit on IG and TikTok. It's pretty much the same shit. Like you can't cuss. You can cuss on IG and still get away with certain little shit.
Ain't smoke.
But it's like you can't like that. I guess like banging, saying certain like Crip, blood, cuz shit. You can't. They don't monetize or they don't promote or shit like that. You can't.
I don't think you can even curse in the comments type shit.
Like our TikToks, we had a couple curse words and it was like movie lines.
Oh yeah, they mute them. They
just mute them and it's like 0 views. And then but YouTube has been like loosening their like reins and on all the algorithm shit. But I've always said this. I feel like every time, like black entrepreneurs, people, black, media creators, content, young, old, whatever age, content creators, musicians, artists, anything, people of color find a way to make money on these platforms. They see it and they start making money. They switch the fucking rules up, and I've seen them do it. This is at least they've already done it like 3 times this year. Since like what was the first one in like January, then the second one was like February 24th, and then they just did it again like 2 weeks ago, and now they have like a daytime damn algorithm, so you can get away with saying more shit on YouTube at night because they feel more children are watching YouTube in the day. So if you live and you like bitch and smoking, your shit is probably gonna get shadow banned. So there's a lot of like weird shit going on, but I just see YouTube's changed at least like 7 times since like 2014.
It's supposed to be our own platforms, right? We still
it's your channel and show yourself.
They're gonna find a way to tax you.
Because it was niggas that used to have podcasts. So now how like certain platforms do we're listening to your music and reacting to it or playing your video and you send in money. They used to have platforms where the person's like he's interviewing you, or he's doing his regular like we're doing this. And then he had like he could play top 40 music mixed with independent music because there were no like copyright shits. You could just play anything on YouTube. Then it went from that to copyrights, and then you lose a page or you lose the video or the video gets muted or just some dumb shit. So it just they kept changing the algorithm because there were people that were getting paid off of like send me your music. I did that shit before and was on a show with probably 21,000 people watching, and my shit getting played mixed into like Lloyd Banks and Fabulous and shit, like the same shit like going. I'm like, and a dude putting my banner up, and he got celebrities calling in. It was just certain that when there's promotion worth paying for, and you pay for it, then they find a way like fuck that, like y'all y'all can't do this no more. And I feel like they keep doing that when it's until they can guide the lines of what they want, the hip hop they want to promote, or the genre they want to promote, and how they the type of niggas they want to promote. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, niggas that do weird shit can get promoted left and right, but if you smoking a blunt on in your thumbnail, nigga, it's curtain. So he like, this nigga's just venting. Like, so fuck you too. No, fuck you.
I guess that
we want our blue check.
Wraps up another episode of Innovative Comedy Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Want everybody tell us where they can find y'all at?
Find me on Instagram. You first. Yeah, you gonna go first?
No, I switched to you.
Okay.
Because I didn't know you was about to.
Yeah, he's a wrong camera nigga. No, find me on Instagram at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. Shit, I don't even use the back. I don't even think I can access my backup page no more.
Why not?
I don't know. This Google shit, iPhone shit, like it's clashing.
Somebody shut your shit down.
I don't know, but no, when I log in on my tablet, I can be on the Tony Grams comedy page. It only shows that page.
So why don't you just do it from there?
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't feel right. It's like, no, we'll see. But yeah, follow me.
We'll see.
This nigga.
We'll see what's up. We got some going on. We'll see. This nigga's stupid. Shout out Showtime. But follow us. Follow Innovative Culture. Make sure you get on YouTube, subscribe, Innovative Culture. Check out all the other platforms or all the other shows on the platform, Innovative. Yeah, all our other shits. Those niggas is talking shit. I'm telling you, watch now, nigga. But I'm gonna pass it on.
Yeah, man. Just follow me at SKITSOISI on all social media platforms and Skitso.com, SKITSO.com.
Yep, you can find me on any of your browsers. You know what I'm saying?
Your
TB,
Safaris,
aka The Business. That's THEBIZNESS. Man, holla at your boy for some beats if you need them. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
bangers, slappers.
And I'm Cool Ass Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet. You can tap in with Innovative Culture at innovative.culture on Instagram. Our website is www.theinnovativeculture.com, and follow us on subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/Innovative Culture. See, I almost fucked up right there.
Almost.
But
Innovative.
Niggas is talking shit.
Just down right now. We'll fuck you up.
You can subscribe right now. Innovative Comedy.
Innovative.